Butterflies are losing their minds.
She will be all right, won't she? I mean, you won't stop looking until you find her. Yeesha used to come here every morning when she stayed with us and spend hours feeding these butterflies. I think she appreciated them more than anyone else in her family, including Cirrus and Akanar. I wasn't a protector when the brothers lived here, but I gather they were more interested in the memory chamber and our funeral rites. As if death were something to be feared. We must trust in the guidance of the ancestors. If they offer any new insight, I will pass it along.
New cutscene? Had I not gone here before? No, because I recognized the weird faces. That might have been a signifier of time passing. That this is here now. Oh, you look like you're not moving. Do I have to like hit a gong or something? Like, hey you, hey Masky. Wait, do I have to wake them up using the things? There's 3 different colors. You're like a gray or a brown, and you're a red, and you're a blue. So that could be like wind, fire, water? It really freaks me out how her mask just isn't matching her. It's like wobbling. Okay, so I'm probably supposed to try to do a ritual then, right? Try to make an offering to these spirits that just keep beckoning to me when I walk by them. So here's Bubbles. There's a fire location. I seem to remember that there being like back roads that had the fire stuff in them. But here's the bubbles, and here's the fire thing's over here. I think. Like here on the end. Okay. Don't drop it. I'm gonna slowly try to carry it all the way to the fiery thing over here. Was it over? No! Oh, there it is. Did I go too slow, or did I go too fast? Like, I don't know if I took too long or if I accidentally moved it a little too much or something. Oh man, you guys, these are infuriating because of how slowly they move. Go, go, go. No. Okay, that's frustrating. It happened right when I got here again, though. Maybe it's not tied to how fast I'm rotating, but how far I went from its origin point. Is there like a better location or something? This is for water. Let's try to find a wind or water shrine first. I feel like those have to be easier, because I feel like the sources of the thing are way more common than the fire droplets that seem to be almost nowhere. One of them was like right by this shrine, right? Was it that? Or was it over here? Here's fire again. But I don't know of any fire that's nearby. Do I have to do all of them or just one of each? Or just one period? Or am I imagining this entire mechanic and it doesn't exist? That's a fun thing to think about. Okay. Are those the fire things? They are the fire things. Maybe I should go this way around. How did you miss that? You had one job. No. Oh my god, catch them. When's the top one gonna go? There we go. Shit. Come here. Slowly but quickly. There it is. There's fire. Yes. Did I do? I don't... what do you want from me? Can someone just talk to me and tell me what to do here? Am I doing a ritual? Or is there something else I'm supposed to do? Is it the water? Maybe I have to... Do I have to direct the water in a certain direction? In this giant place? What? I think this is where this place... What's happening? Hello? Your water. Am I supposed to have the water when you... Like, if you've already appeared, have I already failed or something? I don't know. There's a wind spot. There's the... But the trees aren't nearby, are they? I don't know. I feel like what makes this really feel like it's by a different developer, where the first two games felt like they were both by Cyan, and Presto did a good imitation of Cyan, is that like those games, you would, every time you went into an age, you had like a goal that gave you some sort of direction. In Myst 1, it was get the blue and red pages, which eventually, yes, that goal is subverted by the ending eventually, but it gives you a sense of direction, well, for most of the game at the very least. And in Myst III, every time you get into an age, it's because it's an Akinar or Cirrus trial, and you're trying to extract a specific object and come back with it, and that's the core of the entire structure of the campaign. So your goal is like, okay, I need to solve puzzles until I get to this point. But I'm noticing in Myst IV, each age just dumps me into a world, and I just kind of wander around like at random, and I'm just trying to figure out what they even want from me, and I don't even know. It's like I don't know what I'm trying to accomplish or why I'm trying to accomplish it in many cases. I'm just like, when I went to Akinar's chapter, there was a decent sense of direction just in the puzzle design and world design itself. Like, oh, there's a puzzle. Oh, there's a puzzle. Like that kept happening. But why I was there and what my goal was nebulous at best. And that's almost stronger now in here and Inspire. I'm like, okay, I'm here. What do you want from me? This is the broken one, right? Or they just not want you going under? I think this might be the broken one. Hello. I'm rotating to look to show my bearings a little bit, but I'm realizing I don't know if any of this will mean anything to anyone. It's like it all looks the same, but there's just a thing here.
Let's work together, he said. Let's figure out how to get rid of Father before he sees what we've done to his precious books. Sure. I'll work with you again, little brother, but I'll trust you about as far as I can throw you.
What'd you put in there? What'd you put in there?
Been a while since I had this much fun working with my sick little brother. Usually we're at each other's throats by now, but this time must be the thrill we both get picturing Father strapped into the chair, begging us not to do what he knows we're going to. Don't think anything I've done to a prisoner yet will compare with that moment. Have to build the chair first, though, which means getting inside Serena's abandoned memory chamber. Can't exactly ask for a front door key, even if Cirrus did tell the protectors we want to study their rituals. He'd just better get back from mechanical age with those breeding kits soon. Otherwise, this whole plan is going nowhere. What a hideously exhausting day. Spent so many hours working underwater, I think my skin's turned permanently blue. But at least we're finally inside. Cirrus wants to put a lock on our new back door, using one of his infamous marble color codes, I'm sure. But that's his deal. I've still got to figure out what to do about the fumes. Maybe if I... First night, we won't have to use the breeding kits. Of course, I'll wait for Cirrus to take his off first, just to be sure. Then start hauling in materials. Never seen little brother this keyed up before. But like I told him last night, getting the chair up and running is gonna take time. In theory, all it has to do is to stimulate the old fungus into doing what it wants to do naturally, remove a person's memories. But in order for our entire plan to work, we have to keep Father's body alive before, during, and after the process so one of us can use it later. I'm not even sure the fungus will be able to remove memories from a living body, no matter how much persuasion it gets. Decided to let Cirrus work on getting the chair operational while I started installing the life tanks. Still think this aspect of the plan is iffy, but then I don't intend to be the one who tests them. Cirrus is a genius. Not sure how he did it, but judging from the results of his first test today, looks like he did. Almost felt sorry for the mouse. Okay already. Just how many of these tests does he want to complete before we actually do something? Doesn't he realize that the longer we wait, the more likely it is some protector will catch on that something's wrong? One whole part of what we're doing takes place inside their dream world. They're going to see it eventually. Let's stop wasting time here and instead concentrate on setting up the bait we need to lure Father into his cell. Let's send Mother to Riven already. Getting real nervous now. The only thing that keeps me from panicking completely is this. I know Serena's weakness, the Life Stone. They'll be lost without their Life Stone. Sure, it'll take a few days, but if I steal it out of the root chamber, the fungus will eventually lose its ability to remove memories. And if that happens, Serena's civilization will be thrown into total chaos. might be fun to see it happen. But it also means our plan against Father will be ruined. So I'll do it, but only if it becomes necessary to cut and run. Horrible fight with Cirrus today. All I did was mention taking the stone and he was all over me. Accused me of letting my insatiable desire for instant gratification screw up yet another one of his plans. Then he tried to lay the whole Narayan Civil War debacle on me. Almost belted him right then and there. But the fight did show me one thing. My little brother really is a backstabbing weasel. These tests he keeps doing, there's only one conclusion they're heading to. Screw you, little brother. There's absolutely no way I'm gonna sit in that chair for you. I am out of here.
Okay. I had this sinking feeling of, oh no, well, the redemption arc is for naught. Because look at him being a sociopath again and just full on crazy. No, I don't think that's the case. I think because it all sounds new, right? Especially like the whole Lifestone thing. Like, didn't we see him running around with a Lifestone last time he came here? That might be the thing he had in his hands. Maybe, I'm not really sure. So almost everything being said, all the way down to the plan and everything, sounds like it's all happening now. But then he says, let's send Mother to Riven already. The whole premise is, yeah, that he was lured in... Atrus was lured in as a trap under false pretenses about Catherine, but Catherine, in the meantime, had been trapped in Riven. This is the events that happened before the first game. So... that means that the journal was written before the first game, so this was their original plan against Atrus back then. And it seems they're going through with just trying the same plan again, essentially, because they might still be trying to do the same thing with extracting the memories of their father. I think that's what's going on with the journal. But it does, much like how a lot of the stuff in the previous chapter felt like it was meant to be confusing because it was meant to be read two different ways. I think they're doing the same thing again here. The issue is that doesn't actually advance the question of what to do next. For funsies, let's reverse the water direction here. If I can, or undo something about the water. I don't know. Something's got to do something, right? I'm iffy about this too, though, because like the water, it's just a matter of opening or closing that one gate, right? And I specifically changed it already from its default state. I'm gonna try changing its side. So I've had it on the left and nothing's been happening. So maybe I can gain access to something if I go to the other side. Kind of winging it a little bit. It's hard to get a grasp of where these conduits go. Partly because I can't follow them cleanly in first person, like in like a first person game where you... ah, crap. I clicked again, didn't I? You can't follow them around in a 3D space because you teleport like crazy, and I'm having a lot of trouble orienting myself each time I teleport here. So I'm just gonna arbitrarily switch it. And see if that leads to change somewhere in something. I think the thing that's particularly exasperating about this scenario is just the fact that like people live here and I've talked to them and my character won't just ask for help, which is the first thing I would do. So that opens that side up again. Do I want that or not? That closed the other side off when I pulled it twice. Now this side's closed off, which is maybe useful. Maybe I should follow that downstream and take a look. Or the other side, if I can even figure out where it's going. Somewhere over there. But But yeah, like there's people that run this place. I could just be like, hey, how do I power that thing? Or hey, what's the ritual I need to do to wake them up? Or hey, how do I proceed? You know, because there's a little girl who's been stolen and I need to get shit done. Please help me. Several characters who are conscious around me that I could just ask questions to. There's two of them at least. There's at least two people who are currently conscious who are just wandering around. And I'm like, dude, just ask them. It's fine. Ask for directions or what to do or help with the water stuff. Like, whatever goal you could just ask them to help you with it, and they probably would. Because they know how to run it. And what's going on? Are these all dried out now because I did that? I think they are. That opened that side. This side can't change, right? It's stuck open. Is there a way to fix it or something? I'm honestly not even sure if I want the other side to be open or closed. I can't even get a good look at it. It's rough when you just want to take a look at something and your character teleports like 20 feet when you click that way, so you can't just look at things dead on the way you'd like to. So this pool of water no longer is being fed, it looks like. Is that bad? Oh, here we've got some validating context. This wheel that was bound strangely by something that I didn't know what to do about. This is familiar now. Okay, so that's the point that requires you to have completed the entirety of the Haven chapter. I wonder where the color wheel is going to come in. So I can use you to change water direction, probably? Okay, so it can't go that way anymore, so whatever I'm supposed to do probably involves going this way. Okay. Water released. That one place seems like an offering location for sure. There's like a couple of spear-looking things sticking out of the water. Otherwise, it's just a water pool. Oh, hey.
There you are. My sisters say you are a friend. But if that is true, why does everything fall apart when you are here? Lifestone is missing. Someone diverted the watercourse and took it out of the road chamber. You are a stranger here. You cannot begin to imagine the threat this poses to my people. The memory chamber needs that stone to survive. It nourishes her, keeps her strong and healthy, so she can collect our memories after we die. Without it, we may never see our loved ones again. I must alert the village. There are more stones in the southern hills, but it takes time to find them. If you truly are a friend, you will go to the Hall of Spirits and alert my sisters. Although, if they are still traveling in dream, they may already know.
I gotta say, I've been running in circles for like hours. Where have you been hiding if you're not one of the dreaming people? I assumed you were the fire one that woke up. You're another one? How am I not seeing you guys everywhere? So telling now now I can talk to the sisters? Huh. What I can't help but feel is like usually in a Myst age, there's like a logical progression of like, oh yeah, you need to do this mechanical puzzle in order to go forward. But in this one, it's like you gotta make this one waterfall be waterfally, and then the council will wake up and talk to you. It's like, what? Is she working over here? She's inspecting the damage.
This is so not good. I'm not sure how we'll be able to repair it. Maybe there's an older harvester near the memory chamber my ancestor used many years ago. We had to abandon that chamber because it was getting old. The pollens inside the chamber can get deadly when that happens. Maybe we could take parts and use them to fix this one.
I feel like I wouldn't recommend ducking under that, and like you probably should go over instead of under or something. So what, try to use the broken off door or something? Do I need to repair it, or are like you guys gonna get on it? What are you looking at, huh? What are you doing? What are you looking at? The water wheel? I thought you were gonna fix this. Isn't this your job? But you're looking at the thing that's working. What are you doing? Oh, there she goes under it again. So she can go back to looking at a bucket. Oh, her head went through it. Oh, it was freaky. Wait, oh, I thought she disappeared. Oh, that's how they're hiding the loop. You can totally see her head pass through the bar. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what she's looking at. That's not the thing that she's trying to fix. Up here? I feel like it's right over here. Thought we were close. When you're on the I basically know what the coastline looks like in this game. It's the rest of the island where I'm like, where am I?